Breaking news for the Golden State Warriors. As you all know, the Warriors have been able to pull together some wins and put them back into 8th spot in the Western Conference. But we got some more good news because when it comes to the Golden State Warriors' current schedule, they are versing 3 easy teams that they may be able to get a 3-game win streak, which would put them back in the top 5 of the Western Conference. So in today's video, we're going to be going through the 3 teams that the Golden State Warriors are versing coming up, and also what they can do against each team in order to win that game and get that 3-game win streak, which would put them back in the top 5 in the Western Conference. So make sure you like this video, and if you want more Golden State Warriors content like this, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, hitting that red button down below. But let's get into the first game that they do have coming up, which is actually against the Houston Rockets. Now, the Golden State Warriors are ranked much better than the Houston Rockets, and when it comes to the Houston Rockets, they currently rank last with 5 wins and 16 losses. Now, I do think this is a bit of a gimme win, and I think Golden State Warriors shouldn't have too much trouble when it comes to this game. But there are some good players in this squad. You know, Kevin Porter Jr. is playing really well, also Jalen Green, and you definitely have to watch out for them because if they get hot, they can get hot in a hurry. So they've been averaging some pretty good point averages with 21 points by Jalen Green and Kevin Porter averaging 19. And you also got a couple of other scorers in the team such as Jabari Smith averaging 11, Eric Gordon averaging 12, and then Kenyon Martin Jr. averaging 11 as well. So they got a couple of scorers, and that's something definitely Golden State Warriors have to watch out for. Anything can definitely happen in this NBA, and I do think the Golden State Warriors can't take them lightly if they do want to get this easy win. The Warriors definitely have to focus on defense because Jalen Green and the rest of the Rockets definitely focus a lot on offense. So not only can they just outscore the Houston Rockets, but they must be able to put up a great defensive clinic, keep them to under 100 points, maybe 110 points, especially in today's NBA, and continue to push further and further. But when it comes to the players that they definitely need to lock up, it's Kevin Porter and Jalen Green. Those two can get hot in a hurry, and when it comes to their scoring ability, it's not only inside with their athletic ability as well, it's also their outside, it's also the presence that they make to get other guys open. They got a bit of playmaking, and that's something that they definitely have to watch out for. Now, when it comes to the Warriors as a whole, I think the Warriors definitely need to continue to do what they're doing best, with Draymond Green actually playing more, especially with that second unit, and also having players like Klay Thompson continuing to play at such a high level. Klay Thompson has been able to turn it around as of lately, and I think if he can continue to do that, get 18, 20 points per game, it is honestly a definite win for this team against the Houston Rockets. So the second team that the Golden State Warriors are going to be facing in this 3-game schedule is the Indiana Pacers. Now, I think there's going to be a very good matchup. It's going to be an exciting game. The Pacers have done pretty well so far, especially this season, where they are currently ranked 4th with a 12-9 record. So they do have a better record than the Golden State Warriors. However, I think it's still possible for, someone like Golden State Warriors and Steph Curry to really pull this off and get this win. Indiana Pacers have a lot of scoring threats, which has actually been a big problem for other teams to be able to stop them. Tyrese Halliburton is actually averaging 19 points. You have Buddy Hield averaging 17, Miles Turner actually averaging 17, Benedict is averaging 19, and then you got Jalen Smith averaging 11. So you got a lot of players that are averaging above 15 and also above double digits as well. And I think that's honestly what makes Indiana Pacers so good so far and why they've been able to string along a couple of wins. Now, don't get me wrong, I got complete respect for Indiana Pacers. They're definitely doing a great job, but I think the Golden State Warriors can definitely take them down. Tyrese Halliburton is definitely such a big problem when it comes to for the Warriors. He's not only a great scorer, but he's able to assist at will. He's actually averaging a double-double with 11.2 assists, which is honestly insane. I do love his game and respect for basketball, but when it comes to the Warriors, I think Andrew Wiggins can definitely lock him up. I definitely think Tyrese Halliburton should be guarded by Andrew Wiggins. If they can stop him from not only just scoring, but also playmaking for other players, it can definitely cause a lot of trouble for Indiana Pacers to make any moves. So I'd put Andrew Wiggins on Tyrese, Buddy Hield, Miles Turner, all these others. You definitely put your Draymond, your Klay Thompsons, Steph Curry can definitely be up there when it comes to great defenders, but I think Tyrese Halliburton, if you can stop him from playmaking and also scoring, then the rest of them should actually fall, and Golden State Warriors are going to be able to get that win. Now, the Golden State Warriors also have great three-point shooting, and so does Indiana Pacers. So, like we talked about before, defense wins games, defense wins championships, and if they want that to happen, they definitely need to keep Buddy Hield, Miles Turner, and also Benedict and Jalen under 15 points if they want to get this win. That's something that is very important because Buddy Hield, Miles, Benedict, all these great players, they can definitely get hot in a hurry. And I think when it comes to Buddy Hield being such a sniper on the 3-point line, it can definitely be a huge problem and cause a lot of spacing for Golden State Warriors not be able to help out. So when it comes to Buddy Hield, I definitely chuck Klay Thompson on him majority of the game. So Tyrese, Halliburton, and Buddy Hield should be guarded by the best two, I guess, wing defenders, which is going to be Andrew Wiggins and Klay Thompson. Draymond Green, I don't think can actually guard Miles Turner. I'd probably put Kevon Looney on him due to the height difference, and then Draymond Green can definitely keep doing what he does best. But in order for them to also beat Indiana, I honestly think that Indiana doesn't have the greatest defense. They are pretty good, but they're not really anything insane compared to other teams, and I think that's something that they can take advantage of, because if Steph Curry can get hot, other players such as Klay and Andrew Wiggins, it will definitely be a huge problem for this Indiana team. So that's going to be something that's going to be very exciting to watch. So the third team that the Golden State Warriors are going to be playing in this 3-game span is the Utah Jazz. Now the Utah Jazz have been hot for a minute, or they were actually ranked number 1 in the Western Conference for a little bit, but guys, everything has changed because they've gotten a little bit of a losing streak, and they are actually down to the 7th spot with a 13-11 win ratio. So as people like to say it, they have fumbled the bag a bit because they have actually gone from first place all the way to 7th in about a week and a little bit. So Utah Jazz are in a little bit of a losing streak. They did win their most recent game, but they still are trying to turn things around, and I think the Warriors can definitely take advantage of this. With them being on somewhat of a losing streak or not having that same confidence that they had before because they dropped so heavily and so quickly, I think they can definitely use this to their advantage and be able to get this win. I think this game would probably be the hardest game out of the 3-game span that is actually happening, with Rockets and also Indiana Pacers. I think Utah Jazz is probably going to be the most toughest opponent due to the fact that they have such great coaching and also a lot of great players in the team. Now, where I really see them being very, very good when it comes to Utah Jazz is not only Lauri Markkanen, but also Jordan Clarkson. Now, as you all know, Jordan Clarkson is running that 6-man spot, and he has done a fantastic job at that, don't get me wrong. So, I honestly think that the second unit definitely need to step up in this game. Jordan Poole's definitely got to go for about 20-25 points. You got to have some great defense on someone like Jordan Clarkson in order for them to actually slow down. I honestly think if Jordan Clarkson gets hot and he gets hot in a hurry, it is going to be a huge problem for the Golden State Warriors to stop due to the fact that the second unit may not be able to actually recover from it, and then it will lead to a momentum shift when it comes to the first unit coming back on. So I really do think that Jordan Clarkson is the man that they actually have to stop. They have such other great players such as Conley, Olynyk, Malik Beasley that are averaging 10-13 points per game. However, if you can stop Jordan Clarkson, especially for that second unit where Jordan Clarkson really does excel, I think that can honestly have a huge problem for Utah Jazz, and I can definitely see Golden State Warriors getting the win. Also, on top of this, the Utah Jazz, one of the recent things that have definitely fallen for this Utah Jazz team is their defense. Now, their defense has actually dropped a lot. The defensive rating is actually ranked now 26, where the Golden State Warriors are actually ranked 25th in defensive rating. So I honestly think that Golden State Warriors can definitely take advantage of that. So thanks so much for watching, guys, and I'll see you soon. Peace.